My name is Rocky Randall Twitchell. I represent Bunga Cantik Pencak Silat, which is an Indonesian, Malaysian, Hawaiian mixed Silat system. And today I've been invited to come to the FMA Summit, which I'm totally honored to be a part of, because I'm actually with a lot of great Filipino grandmasters, and I'm very, very pleased to even be on the roster. But I've been studying martial arts since 1982, but I fell in love with Pencak Silat in about 1995. I actually love Filipino martial arts and Muay Thai. I just basically love anything associated with martial arts. I absolutely love it, especially the honor and integrity that comes along with martial arts. But in 1995, through Guru Dan Santo and Larry Hartsell, I was introduced to Pencak Silat. And so I've been teaching Silat since 1995. I've actually been studying other arts too. So my system is a mixture of Lua, Mafilindo, which is the Indo Santo, Seni Gayong, and the Bunga Cantik is a culmination of all those things. Also a little bit of the Harimau from the Mandi Muda. So I'm actually great to be here today, honored to be here today to be a student and also an instructor. So I thank you very, very much. I hope that was good.
Guru Lawrence Mata was the original Duran Eskrima under Grandmaster Mike Duran. My background started in martial arts when I was 10 years old. I'm 51 now, so that's 41 years. Started in like everybody else did. Was interested in what I saw on television and the films. I wanted to be like, you know, the kung fu guy on TV, so I started studying some karate and stuff like that. I didn't really get serious about it until I was in college. And then I started studying with a little bit with Guru Dan and his seminars, traveling around the East Coast. And I was on the East Coast when I was fighting semi-professionally as a kickboxer. I was also an international and intercollegiate fencer on a fencing team for the University of Maryland. And so at one point I got together Thai boxing and fencing, and then somebody said, hey, you should look at Eskrima. And so I started doing Eskrima, and it was really interesting, and it caught my attention. That was 1982, and then when I came out here to California in '86, I sort of went into semi-retirement, and then I found Uncle Leo, Grandmaster Mike's dad, Leo Duran. I found him out in Stockton in 1995. And I studied under him, graduated under him, was promoted to instructor under him. I've been doing Duran Eskrima since then, since '95. About this gathering today, it's sort of representative of a really good trend, I think, in martial arts these days, and that's that people are starting to cross-train and share more. We started cross-training early on in the 80s. We found guys like Guru Dan, who was training in a lot of different things and mixing a lot of different martial arts, and it sort of sparked off this whole movement of training with other people, with other styles, so you can expand into other areas and become a better and more proficient fighter. I will say though that the training time I had with Leo Duran was really focused and really singular, and I think that was one of the best things I ever did in my career, was to get to graduate under one system, under one guy doing one thing, and get really good at it. And that really allowed me to be secure enough and open enough to go out and talk to other people and play with other styles and really learn from everybody. So I think a mixture of discipline in one system and then getting out and meeting other people and trying other things is a really good thing.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome, thank you.
My name is Michael Butts. I am from Phoenix, Arizona, representing Kata Anan Eskrima. My martial arts background is predominantly Tang Sudo, Eskrima, which is the SLD based, Serrata Larga Mano de Cuerdas blend, taught by the late Master Tenyo, the late Professor Eliab, and also taught to me by my instructor Gilbert Cornacillo. That's the main instructors there. I've also got a hodgepodge of some qigong, some qina, and things I've experienced along the way. Stuff like this. It's nice to see a lot of different groups come together. I do something similar in Phoenix, and you know, originally my intention was not to create an event. To be honest, my intention was I didn't want to drive to four different places in the Phoenix area because it's really big. I didn't want to drive an hour to see a buddy of mine over there, another hour way over there, and another hour way over there. So I was like, F it, let's all just get together and train together. It's less driving for me, right? That turned into a collaborative event where people actually openly shared their personal arts. And it was nice because none of us were affiliated anyway. Just like this, no one's really affiliated directly anyway. And it's nice to see everyone, for once, there's no more infighting, you know. We're not better than that guy. That guy's not better than that guy. I'm not better than him, you know. We're teaching equally to everybody's students. No BS, no politics. It's nice. So I'm glad to be here for that.
Great. Thank you for your time.
Hi, my name is Sifu Oscar Gonzalez. I'm the founder and head instructor at Western Martial Arts Academy in Sacramento, California. And today what I'm teaching is kind of my system of Filipino martial arts, which is called Gonzalez Tres Manos Kali. It's made up primarily of the Inosanto La Costa, some of the Serrata, and also some of the Bahana and Fondo. And so I kind of mixed all that plus other stuff together. I've been doing this for about 33 years now, and so I'm really glad to be down in this event. I'm really glad to be invited. I think it's really important for us to come and share our art. That's what keeps the art growing. That's what keeps new generation picks it up and new generation adds. And I think it's important because otherwise, I think the arts will die if we don't share it. And I think these kind of venues are great. I mean, there's a lot of great skill, a lot of great talent, a lot of great history, you know, and I think that's important. And I'm actually really glad to see a lot of young people here. I mean, it's good to see the old timers, but seeing the young kids here picking it up and exploring it, and they're going to be the ones carrying it on. So I'm really pleased to be here.
Great. Thank you for your time, sir.
All right, thank you.
My name is Carlito Bonjoc. I'm with Manteca Filipino Martial Arts. We're a group out of Stockton, and Manteca it translates to Eye of the Storm. And we have three main styles that we teach in that system: Kabbalah Serrata, the Talawan system, and also Cadiz Lapu-Lapu. And anyway. I predominantly teach Serrata. A lot of people are familiar with that style, and then so I use that as a template to introduce what we do in the Manteca school. And so most of the entries I use is Serrata, and usually follow that with the Lapu-Lapu concepts, interjection in the system, and also lastly the Talawan for the escaping and multiple opponent aspects of Filipino martial arts. So I've been training since I was 9 years old. Trained mostly here in Stockton. I was raised in the Philippines. Came here in 1971, and I didn't really start any training until I came here in Stockton. Trained with Master Roy Honor, Talawan system. He was from the island of Bohol. Also taught me a little bit of boxing, and also my father, trained with my father with boxing and judo, and also the Lapu-Lapu system, which is our family system, and we call ours Cadiz Lapu-Lapu to differentiate ourselves from the Lapu-Lapu school in Negros, and our system is from Negros too. And because our system, we brought it here, my father said that they have a more complete system when we only took certain aspects of the combative art so that way we can benefit from that use of it. And and then lastly I studied with Angel Cabalas, the Cabala Serrata system, and he was from Central Philippines, and he's one of the he's the famous of the masters that the famous one of the masters that I studied under. And man, he was such an excellent teacher. I credit him for me teaching today, because I lost over the years. I lost little by little, gradually lost more and more use of my legs, and then especially I had my leg amputated and my left leg paralyzed from birth. And when that got worse, Grandmaster Angel Cabala is the one that taught me how to teach, and so I still can, so I'm still able to participate in the martial arts today. And well, with this event today here in Manteca, man, this is so awesome. And I have to credit you guys, you know, Grandmaster Gonzalez and you, Mike, and Jorge, and you guys are just awesome. You guys put this thing together, especially because you know, for so many years with the Filipino martial arts, it's been so divided. It's just because the older generation, you know, they wanted to preserve their knowledge and make sure that the other guys don't see what they're doing. It's just because at that time they really need it. They might have to fight the neighbor next door, and then so. You know, it's a whole different generation, you know, and so we do it for the love and the preservation of the art, and for the different styles to get together like this. Oh man, I think it's just an awesome thing, you know. It's just it's nothing but positive, and it's what we can show the next generation, that cooperation works so much better than divisiveness. And so hey, you know, I wholeheartedly support what you do, what you guys are doing in Mace. And so I'm here for you guys.
Amen, brother. Thank you very much, sir.
Grandmaster Michael Duran from Original Verona Eskrima. I'm here today at the FMA Summit to add to the integrity and the friendship of this art. It's a great thing that this organization is putting on, to put everybody underneath one roof for one day. That's an accomplishment within itself. It's about time we all get together and share. Years ago you would never see this, because back then they called it stealing. Today we call it sharing. So in the future I would suggest that everybody really attend these events, because there is a lot you can learn, and what's even more important than that is you meet a lot of new friends. And I expect everybody to turn out. So I think that's it.
Can you just talk about a little bit about your background in martial arts history, sir?
Yeah, my dad started the club back in 1966, and then for reasons I don't want to divulge why he came out. It's all battle tested that he used in World War II to stay alive. What I teach is exactly what was taught to me. I don't deviate from that. I don't add anything. I don't take away anything. There's 20 styles in the system. The student will learn 10 in order to graduate, and after 18 months, you will be looked over for instructorship. There's no belt system, and that's the only ranking system we support. The first 10 styles, the first style alone is 115 techniques or methods. It takes about 200 hours, maybe a year. It depends on how often you come to class. But that's just one of the 10 you need to learn before you can graduate. The other end of the spectrum is, because the first one is de fondo, which is close quarter. The other end of the spectrum is larga mano, which is our ace in the hole. And that's where we use anywhere from a 32 to 40-inch bolo knife. Simulated, of course, so nobody gets damaged. But if anybody tries to come inside, they definitely will pay the price. Fortunately, Dad was lucky enough to survive, and what helped him survive was what he taught me today. And that's what we do.
Very good. Thank you, sir, and thank you for your time.
My name is James Murrow. I was a student of both Juan Eliab and also the late great Gilbertino, the Corda style. That's basically my style. Eskrima, although I've trained a lot of different ones, but this is my main style is the Cordas. And I come to find that it has a long history, and a lot of great people have trained in it. Although went underground, you come to find when you do your history that a lot of those old manons didn't teach anymore because they felt there was no more need, there was no more war, they stopped teaching. So a lot of this got lost, unfortunately. As far as coming to an event like this, we can teach each other. We give a little bit of each other, and trade off techniques, and that way it grows. You have to have things like this, otherwise it becomes stagnant and eventually get lost. It's not put out. So putting on one of these things is great. I always felt that it really shouldn't be a Decorda style, a Serrata, a Lardomana. It should have been a Stockton style. Because back in the day, these guys all belonged to the same Masonic Lodge, and that's where we used to have some of our practices. In the parking lot, it was surrounded by this 20-foot high fence. It was in a bad part of town, that's why. But all those guys used to give their own interpretation of what we were working on, which was great. Now we're willing to share, and they all got along. So the younger generation, they have to realize that's how it was, and they should bring it back to that. There shouldn't be any split. They should come together. Otherwise, this stuff will get lost. And that will be unfortunate. That's a very important part of the culture, especially for Stockton. Anyway, I'm glad that Art's doing this kind of thing and trying to bring them back, and that's the smart way, really. In Hawaii, we call that akamai. He's smart. Anyway, it's a good way to bring people back together, renew friendships, and develop new ones. That's about all I got to say about that.
Very good, sir. Thank you for your time, and we're very humbled to have you. Yeah, go and start over.
Hello, my name is Arthur Gonzalez. I'm Grandmaster of the Decorda system. My teachers were Gilbertino and John Eliab. We're having today a Mace event, which is the Mace Filipino Summit. This is the second annual event. It's going to be held annually, and it's to promote the Filipino systems, all of them. All of them in brotherhood and sharing all the knowledge. We're having a blast today, and hope you support us because it's a really event. This is also to bring in all the other martial arts, Jiu-Jitsu, Aikido, Kempo, and hope in the future you give me the support.
Very good, sir. Thank you very much. And would you let the people know what MACE stands for, sir?
MACE stands for Martial Art Cultural Exchange. We're exchanging our cultural martial arts and values.
Very good. Thank you for your time, sir.
Hello, my name is George Magana. I'm with the Gonzalez Martial Arts Academy. I've been training under Grandmaster Arthur Gonzalez for almost 20 years. I'm also the president of MACE, the Martial Arts Cultural Exchange. It's an organization that we've, well, today's function is a MACE, and the purpose of this function is to bring everybody together and to share our skills and knowledge with everybody, and hopefully bring all of the Filipino martial arts together. I think we had a very good turnout. I'm excited to do this in the future, and we'll do it again. See you next year.
Thank you for your time, sir.